Hey guys, I'm Jezzer, and today we're going to give you a 5 for 5 for the last installment of the Maze Runner series, The Death Cure. Number 1, I would have to say, is the chemistry with the cast. Majority of the cast have been together for the last 3 movies, and you could really tell that they're friends on and off screen. Number 2, I like the world that the series built. In the first movie, we got the maze, and in the maze we have a lush and green land, and outside of that, we got in the second film was the barren and desert land, and that's what we thought was all that was left of this world. But in this movie, we find out exactly what's left. There's one last city, the last city. There's a ton of people, there's high towers, there's construction, there's even a transportation system. It was great. Number 3, Ki Hong Lee. Finally, we get some great representation for Asian American actors. Not only is he a star in this movie, but he doesn't have to play the nerd, the tech guy, or the dude that just knows martial arts. Number 4, if you like action, then you're gonna love this movie. From start to finish, it's action scenes left and right. The very first scene is a train scene where they're chasing down a train to save one of their friends. It's like something out of a Fast and Furious movie. Number 5, Dylan O'Brien. Dylan O'Brien was great in this movie. He was probably the best thing about this movie. He's got his start off of YouTube and landed a role on Teen Wolf, and he outgrew that show just like he outgrew this series. I could totally see him going in the future and being the next action star, or maybe even joining the superhero universe and donning a cape. Now let's talk about 5 things I didn't like about this movie. Number 1, they needed more flashbacks. It's been 3 years since the Scorch Trials, and to be honest, I totally forgot about that movie. So I didn't really care about the characters going into this one, and there are a lot of things that you miss when watching this. So flashbacks would really help, just fill in the gaps. Number 2, the character Teresa. She really killed the mood of the story. All the actors around her really invested a lot of time and effort into making you believe the story. Her, not so much. It got to a point where I didn't really care about the character. Number 3, the villains. Patricia Clarkson and Aidan Gillen brought on, and they're great actors, so I was pretty excited. But the characters weren't developed enough through the series for me to care about their motives, and it really slowed down the story. Not to mention, in this installment, they brought in Walter Goggins as a new character who really didn't play any part in the whole story, except to shake things up. Number 4, the cliches. I knew exactly what was going to happen right before it happened. As a director, you have to make sure that everybody is on the edge of their seats, and not having them anticipate every single move that you're going to do. It really destroyed the movie. Lastly, number 5. The movie was way too long. It was like 2.5 hours when it could have really been 2. It got to a point where you thought the movie was over, and then it'd start up again. And not in a good way. It was just way too long. Alright guys, that was my 5 for 5 for Maze Runner: The Death Cure. I'm Jezzer. You can find me on all social media at JezzerZeus. Comment down below what you thought about the movie, and be sure to like, comment, subscribe to keep up to date with everything trending in geek pop culture.